So hello and happy Thursday. It's 8 o'clock and I've always wanted to do an intro to oils in my pajamas and I'm doing it tonight. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. As people pop on, just let me know. Just drop a comment and I'll see it and know that you're here. If you have anything in particular that you're here to learn, please post it in the comments below and I'll try to get to it as well. So I just wanna say I'm Lucy and thank you for coming to this intro. So I just, like I said, want you to say what you're hoping to learn and I'll try to get to that. And I'll see it as we go along. And just to jump right in, I just want to let you know that this is an introduction to Young Living, and Young Living is a lifestyle company where we get essential oils and products that we use every day to support our health and wellness and our home life for ourselves and our families. I am looking through this script here that I get from a website called Learn-Share-Grow. So if you ever want to look at it yourself, it's there. If you think, what did she say? You can look through it. I use this to keep myself on track and kind of go off topic a lot with essential oils because I love them so much. So this is good. So I'm going to jump right in. And first of all, I want to talk about the history of essential oils. So essential oils aren't new. It's not something like newfangled and new age and new hippie and all that stuff. It's actually been around since the beginning of time, and it's been linked to health and wellness since the beginning of time. Many different cultures used essential oils, so ancient Egyptians, Romans, and Native Americans all recognized the power of essential oils. And ancient Egyptians, they used oils for medicine, for beauty, and for emotional support. So the cool thing about that is there are still records on the hieroglyphs that show how to use essential oils or even how to distill them. So it's been around and that history has just been preserved and passed along. And many Native Americans would steam or boil plants and the magic would rise to the top of the water. So that magic was the essential oil. And even in the Bible, there are over 188 references to essential oils. You can think a lot maybe about the Christmas story and things like that, and you hear frankincense and myrrh. So those are also two essential oils. Today we use frankincense to help us feel emotionally uplifted. It can help us feel grounded as well. And I have a bottle of frankincense right here. Let me see. Yes, I do. So since we are sharing an oil for the first time, I'll just show you the bottle. This is a 5 milliliter bottle. This is a great oil to use if you've had a lot of muscle tension after exercise, or if you're feeling kind of, off in your head, maybe thinking too much, your thoughts are rapid. This is a great oil to smell. But when we open an oil, we don't touch the plastic orifice here. We just take an oil and we hold the bottle at a 45-degree angle like that. A drop comes out. It's kind of thin frankincense. And then you can have the oil on your hands, rub it together and inhale it. I like to apply it to my wrists and to my neck. And this is absolutely one of my favorite essential oils. So that is frankincense. And there's another oil with a really cool history. And this oil is called Thieves. So I'm going to get the bottle for you. It's right here. The powerful blend, this is a powerful blend and its origin begins in 15th century France. So the story has a lot of different embellishments and things like that and variances depending on the source, but the basic story goes that there were 4 men in France robbing bodies that had died of the Black Plague. But when they were caught and brought to trial, they were given leniency for their recipe because as they were robbing those bodies, they weren't catching the plague themselves. So we don't know if they were spice merchants or if they were apothecaries or just Simply Thieves, but they had a blend of aromatics on them. So cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, rosemary, and lemon. That was keeping their immune system boosted and keeping them from catching the plague. And that is what's in the Thieves Essential Oil. And this is a blend that has been around in our company since the beginning in 1994. So I use this blend a lot for immune support, especially now. It's amazing. I diffuse it in my house. It smells a lot like, I don't know, Christmas, like really cinnamon, clovey, that kind of smell. I diffuse it in the house. I have a diffuser, let me see, right here behind me. And the aroma is going into the air. I put it on the bottoms of our feet, especially on my little kids. I'll put it on the bottoms of their feet morning and night to keep their immune system boosted. They actually love it. And sometimes if I'm feeling like I'm catching something myself, I'll just start to ingest the essential oil. Because it is a white labeled oil Vitality, it's labeled for ingestion. It's a little bit spicy, but it's lovely in a cup of hot water to drink as a tea, or just dropping it right on your tongue. So now that we've kind of talked about essential oils, so what are essential oils? That's a question I get a lot. They're not like olive oil or a cooking oil. Hi Donna, it's so good to see you. They are really concentrated aromatic liquids that contain the actual plant characteristics and the smell of the plant itself. And they come from plants that are grown either on our own farms, Young Living Farms, or our partner farms. And we have very strict standards on how the essential oils are grown or cultivated and used. So we are the only essential oil company that has their own farms, and we're the only one that'll actually let you walk on the farms and visit. So you can go see a harvest, you can go see where the plants are grown. I've been to, I guess, 3 around just in our country, but it's beautiful. It's a beautiful process, and we can really see that they do care about the seed that's planted in the ground, the way that the earth is cultivated, and the sustainability practices are amazing. All of our plants, of course, are grown and harvested free of chemicals, and we care so much about not using herbicides and pesticides that we've been using herds of sheep to actually weed the lavender fields. So that's just so fascinating and so beautiful to see. There's stuff on the internet, like on Facebook, where some of our people will show the sheep. I love it. So our oils are gathered using several different methods. The main method that we use is steam distillation. So this process is used for basically, the majority of our essential oils. And so how this is done is, think about a 15 or 20 foot tall stainless steel cylinder. So it's really, really big cylinder. And the plant materials are gently packed inside that cylinder. And then there's water underneath and a heat that makes a light steam that comes up through the plant. And as the steam rises, it cools as it enters a tube, and then settling into a much smaller glass container, the oils will be collected. So the oil will rise to the top, and then it's retained and tested right away to make sure that the quality standards are being met. So assuming that it passes testing, it's then sent to bottling, where it'll be tested again prior to being bottled and labeled and then mailed to you. So it's tested multiple times. If it doesn't meet our standards for whatever reason, we discard it and don't bottle it and don't ship it to you. So some fun facts are that it takes 5,000 pounds of rose petals to make 1 pound, or about 2 cups of essential oil. So that is a lot of roses. And it takes 6,000 pounds of Melissa, so that's lemon balm, to make 1 pound or 2 cups of oil. It takes 27 square feet of lavender to make 1 15 milliliter bottle of lavender. And so 1 drop, let me get my peppermint and smell it, because I like to smell the oils when I talk about them, is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So just 1 drop really goes a long, long way. So some of our oils are extracted using cold pressing. So this goes for citrus oils. Here is lemon. I'll just pull it out and smell it. So this technique is used for citrus oils, lemon, lime, orange, tangerine, those kind of oils. And it doesn't damage any of the delicate molecules found in the botanicals. So the name kind of says how it's done, but the plant materials are pressed using a really large weight. And as the material is condensed, we gain our essential oils from those plants. So all the citrus oils, it comes from the rind and not from the fruit. And we know that citrus fruits are good for us as we eat them. And we know that there are a lot of good attributes in the rind. So citrus rinds like lemon and orange contain limonene, which is extremely supportive of the immune system. And orange oil is 95% limonene. It's incredibly supportive of the immune system, like I just said, but you can Google search that word and see all it does, because it's really, really fantastic. And then another technique that's used to get our essential oils is resin tapping. So frankincense, like I mentioned just a little while ago, is resin tapped. Frankincense, myrrh, copaiba. So how that works is that in gathering the essential oil, the plant, so frankincense, for instance, is a big tree. The tree is slashed, and then the tree excretes this resin, this oil, to actually heal its wound. And then from that resin, that is distilled in our distillery to get the essential oil. In copaiba, it is actually not tapped that way. It's tapped like maple syrup from a tree. So that's just a fascinating thing. And then one essential oil we have is actually an absolute oil extraction. Let me get that word out. And it's only used for delicate flowers like jasmine, because steam distillation would actually destroy it that way. So the one thing about this and all these methods is the fact that we use zero solvents, we use zero chemicals to help get the essential oils out. We care about purity more than anything. So have you ever walked past a candle shop or, like a perfume store and immediately gotten a headache? I get that all the time, Target going through the laundry detergent aisle. But purity is what sets Young Living away from every other essential oil company on the market. The chemicals that are bothering us when we smell things at the candle shop and things like that are what's dangerous and why we care about it. So all in all, Young Living tests their essential oils no less than 15 times, and then it's done in triplicate. So it's actually tested 45 times to ensure that the only thing you're getting in the bottle is a pure essential oil. You're not going to get any kind of residue, any kind of extra anything. And we have all these cool state-of-the-art testing machines and things that are verified by third-party laboratories. So we really are dedicated to having the highest quality essential oils in the world. And once you start using them, you can tell it and smell it and just know. And we make sure that we are therapeutic grade. There are 4 grades of essential oils on the market. Young Living only distills the highest quality. And to be this top tier of quality, we have to have optimal levels of plant compounds. So what the plant is what's in this bottle. It has to be free of chemicals and additives, and then it has to be distilled from sustainably grown botanicals. So knowing that essential oils are incredibly pure plant concentrates, if there's anything else, in the ground or used in the distillation, it's going to be condensed down into a really powerful molecule, even if it's a chemical. So that's why we're so stringent about all of these things. Unfortunately, in this industry, many other oil companies have products that have more or less molecules than they should. We have things that are bottled as pure, and then when they're tested, they're not. There's a lot of different things in essential oils. One specific chemical you see a lot in, like lower qualities is vanillin, and it's actually pretty toxic. We do not cut our oils with anything. We do not dilute our single oils. And some of our blends have a little bit of, I think it's actually fractionated coconut oil. So our animal oils definitely do. Some of our roll-ons do. It just helps them move, but it doesn't mess with the quality of the essential oil or the purity or the strength. And, you know, unlike Young Living, other oil producers will add carrier oils to their essential oils just so they can sell them cheaper. That's how you can find a bottle of lavender for $8 at a grocery store, because it's been diluted or it has something else in it. So we do have two different kinds of oils, but the only difference is singles. So something like frankincense, the only thing in this bottle is frankincense. Same with lavender, lemon, things like that. But we have blends. So like Thieves, I talked about that a little while ago. It's multiple essential oils. So Thieves is cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, rosemary, and lemon. All essential oils blended together to do a certain task. But that's all that's in the bottle is the essential oil. So now that I've said all that, how do we use essential oils every day? So we know that vegetables and plants are good for us. So by using essential oils, which are profound plant concentrates, we get these awesome plants and their life-supporting compounds put into our bodies every day throughout the day. So every time we're using them, every time we're smelling them, anytime we're using a product with essential oils in it, we're getting those wonderful plant molecules in us. So we use it to enhance our well-being, our mental clarity, our moods. You know, oftentimes I wake up in the morning and I reach right for, you know, Valor. That's one of my favorite oils. So this is a blend, but it's great for balancing your mood. It's great for uplifting you if you feel bad. It's also chiropractor in a bottle, so if you have any discomfort, it's great to put it right on. And I use essential oils in our baths. We use them on our feet before we go to bed to relax so that we sleep well. And you can use oils a number of different ways. I mentioned diffusing. So diffusing is a way to get the smell into the air. I'm gonna tilt my camera again. And how this works is you put just a few drops of essential oil in your diffuser with some water, and then turn it on and it runs. I think that one runs like 6 hours. It goes a long, long time, and there's different settings on it, so I can have it on intermittent or longer. And the aroma will fill our home, and then we get the benefits of, you know, the oils or the blends that we're diffusing. Oftentimes, I'm kind of into this right now, is matching oils with the season. So now that we've moved into fall, I like to do, you know, warm herby type smells, or during the summer, I tend to lean towards, you know, maybe lighter aromas. And then even at Christmas time, we have a nice blend called Christmas Spirit that I love to diffuse. I also use oils topically, which is probably my biggest go-to. I'm gonna get a drink. But I just put those directly on our skin or on our bodies. I use Cool Azul, you know, on specific locations on my body if I have discomfort. I use Stress Away on my wrists and wear it as a perfume. I love to put Joy Essential Oil right over my heart. And roll-ons are great just to have on the go and swipe on, like Stress Away, Deep Relief, all of those kind of things. And then also taking them internally, which I did mention earlier, the Vitality line, those are made to be consumed. So they're great for cooking. They're great for putting in capsules and taking internally. They're great for cleaning. So I like to put it in my cleaning. I love Thieves, lemon, orange, purification for things like that. I've been using purification a lot because we just got 2 cats. So I like to put that in my litter box with baking soda, and they get the benefit of the oil on their paws when they scratch, and I get the benefit of the aroma. So oil safety is something that I'm always asked about, and generally all of our oils are safe to use around you, your family, your pets. We have specific uses listed in multiple ways. You can look in desk references or just look the oil up on the website. There's another website that I've mentioned before. It's learn-share-grow, and you can just go to the Learn tab, and there's a lot of different information there. There are a few essential oils that do have a little bit of cautionary information. Some oils actually feel a little hot to the skin. So Thieves has some cinnamon in it, and it can feel hot. And if it ever feels uncomfortable, all you have to do is put a little bit of a fatty oil on top of it, like coconut oil or olive oil, and it'll take that right away. My little boy, he's 3, and I had Digize on me, which is a digestive oil, and I got a little bit on his skin after a bath, and he said, "Oh, it's hot," but he also like went and ran towards the V6, which is a carrier oil blend. He's like, "Fix it." So I just put a squirt of that on it, and it took it right away. Mints like peppermint and wintergreen sometimes have that tingly feeling some people really don't like. So you can always just simply dilute it and that goes away as well. But another option is always applying oils to feet. So the bottoms of the feet, you're not going to feel anything icky, but you still get the wonderful benefit of the oil. I do that with my little kids all the time. They put their feet up and I oil it that way just so they don't, wipe it all over the place or anything. Another precaution is photosensitivity. So some citrus oils can be photosensitive, so you don't want to rub lemon all over your face and go outside and sit in the sun. So that's kind of the main precautionary tale there. But even pregnancy on little kids, it's all safe. It's always good if you have any questions to reach out to somebody, find a reference, or ask your medical doctor. We also offer oils designed, blended, that are already perfectly safe for kids. I'm so super excited about that. There's a whole Kid Sense collection, which I need to buy because I think it's super fantastic, but they're already pre-diluted for kids. We also have oils that are made specifically for animals. So just remember when you're using oils on kids or animals that they're smaller than we are. If it takes a drop or two for us, it'll take less for them. So what I like to do is just take the oil in my hand, rub my hands together, and then apply it to my kids, their feet. Even my baby, my 2 youngest kids, when they were first born, I was applying oils to my son when he was in the NICU. Just putting them in my hands, rubbing my hands together, and then putting it on his feet. The same thing with my animals. I just try to keep it away from their noses because their noses are so super sensitive. I just go from the shoulders down. But not only is Young Living dedicated to being the world leader and original pioneer of essential oils, but we've also produced extraordinary lifestyle products. There's so much more. Hi, Kim. It's good to see you. Most of which contain essential oils, so we get the benefits of the oils in everything that we use. So I've talked a lot about the Thieves essential oil. We've also bounced off of that Thieves essential oil and grown and blended an entire line of products based on that. So we have wonderful products like household cleaners, laundry soaps, foaming hand soaps, toothpaste. I thought I had one here for a show and tell, but I don't. Just so many different things. Fruit and veggie spray, cough drops, hand purifier. All of that is so handy to have around, especially right now. Thieves is my go-to. I have these little hand sanitizers, but the good thing about them is that they're non-toxic. So much of the stuff that's around these days is just incredibly loaded with chemicals. That's another thing I smell right away and kind of get that headache. But super moisturizing when you use it too. A lot of hand sanitizers seem to dry your skin out really, really quickly. So I actually buy the big bottle and refill my small ones. That's a good trick. Thieves Household Cleaner is something that I'm obsessed with. I've been using that one actually since I started with oils. I started with the Thieves Starter Kit, not essential oils, which is a fun little fact. I was looking to green my home because I didn't want my oldest son to be exposed to chemicals in our house, and that was a really quick and easy way to do it. But it's safe to use around our entire family. It doesn't matter if the kids spray the bottles and lick the floors. It's safe around our pets, so I'm just really happy about that. And it's super concentrated, so 1 capful does a 32-ounce spray bottle. I'm gonna take another drink here. So with the Thieves Household Cleaner, just a little fact is each full diluted bottle only costs a little over $1. So it's cheaper than anything you get in the store too. You know, it's like, I think it's a 25-ounce bottle. So you get a whole lot of different bottles that you can make. And I've used it to replace everything in the house: kitchen cleaner, multi-purpose cleaner, toilet bowls, showers, and all of that. So, so it's good to know that you can just see things that you're buying already and then just start to replace them with one single product, something that's better for you and for the whole family. So another thing I wanted to show are these Thieves lozenges. So these are great. I like these a lot for anytime I get a tickle in my throat. If I've been out, I'll pop one of these in my mouth and, you know, just go on about my day, and I've got my Thieves going on. So like I said, we have a whole line of soaps and washes that we use to get rid of those nasty and harmful chemicals. One of my favorite things now is this Luscious Lemon Foaming Hand Soap. So we have a Thieves one that I used all the time before. I'm really into this lemon smell now. But it's super nice and non-toxic, and it actually helps, you know, get rid of all the icky germs and things like that. So other than the Thieves line, we also have another product that's really, really popular. People are seeing lots of benefits, but it is Ningxia Red, or the Ningxia product line. Healthy and Fit, I think, is what it's actually listed under. But Ningxia products are based on the Ningxia wolfberry, which is the goji berry. So you can see goji berries a lot in health food stores and things like that. But the Ningxia province in China grows our wolfberries. And these berries have been like kind of idolized for over 600 years. People in the Ningxia province of China are 4 times as likely to live to be 100 years old than any other province in China. So it's kind of linked to that because of the mountain range. Apparently they have a lot of minerals that come off with their rains, and then the berries are actually fortified with that. So that's a good little tidbit of knowledge. And then these wolfberries that we have, they're made into a puree so that we use them in several products. Wolfberries contain every essential amino acid, and they also contain 13% protein, which is one of the highest of any fruit. And they also have a higher level of vitamin C than oranges. So Ningxia is a juice, but it serves as a liquid multivitamin and an antioxidant. It has all the wolfberry puree in it, as well as blueberry, cherry, pomegranate, plum, grapes, and then it has 4 different essential oils in it. So it supports whole body wellness, and you don't need to take a lot of it. It doesn't have any artificial or high fructose sweeteners, and it's really great for your eyes and for your cellular function, and it supports your energy, and it is a natural antioxidant. And you only need to drink about 2 ounces a day, so just about a shot glass full a day, and it really has all those benefits. We also have Ningxia Nitro, which is a great replacement for any kind of energy drink or shot that you find at the gas station or anything like that. It's a pick-me-up without the crash. It doesn't have any of those nasty chemicals in it. It's essential oils, Korean ginseng, and green tea, and then it has, of course, the Ningxia wolfberries. I find it's really, really nice when you really need to focus on something. So, you know, I don't use them very often, but when I do, it's like, I've got to get this project done or whatever. So, and then Ningxia Zing, I know a lot of people are crazy about it. It's kind of a good replacement if you're a soda drinker or, you know, bubbly water. It's a little bit of sweet. It has the Ningxia puree in it. It also has white tea, sparkling water, lime, and black pepper. Essential oils, but it has 35 milligrams of naturally occurring caffeine. So it's a great little boost, and it doesn't have 35 calories. So I just wanted to make sure I had that right. So as you can see, Young Living is much more than an oil company. It's really kind of whole body, whole wellness lifestyle company. And with the products, we just simply start to replace items we're already using. So we even have food products. We have einkorn products. So they're really nice, especially if you're one of those people that have a gluten sensitivity or, you know, digestive issues with any grains. I remember when this came out, it was kind of fascinating. I went to a class about it, and einkorn wheat. So this wheat has a natural genetic structure and an extremely low gluten level. So when we eat it, we're able to digest it and assimilate it, because our wheat, just the standard wheat that you buy in the grocery store, the flours, the breads, and things like that, the wheat is so hybridized that the chromosome levels, I think it's something like 23, I can't remember the number, but the chromosomes in the wheat is just so genetically modified that our bodies don't recognize it, and it automatically starts to create digestive issues, leaky gut, and things like that, which is a huge thing in the natural health world. But the low gluten level and the better genetic structure makes it easy for us to digest, and it helps, that carb fatigue not happen. So that's a really good thing. I really like the pancake and waffle mix. The pastas are great, healthy replacements for those kind of things. And we also have granola and bars. They're all really, really tasty. So aside from food, we also have supplements. So when we first started, we had a few supplements. Our product line has really, really grown. There's pretty much, any of your standard supplements. The thing about Young Living supplements is that they're, number one, they're whole food supplements. A lot of supplements that you pick up in grocery stores are manufactured, lab-created vitamins and minerals. They're not from food. And then ours have essential oils in them. So you absorb the essential oils and the nutrients. It really helps your body to assimilate and use every one of the nutrients you're taking. A lot of times you take supplements, you're actually not getting much of it in your system. You're just having to digest it and basically making expensive pee. I think that's kind of a fascinating way to think about it, because your body works really hard to get rid of it. Ours, it's recognized as a food. It's recognized as something your body needs and similar. So the testing that they've done say that it's somewhere around 90%, it's more than 90. It's more like 98% assimilate. You can assimilate and use it all. So that's good. We have Master Formula, which is our full spectrum daily multivitamin. It's one that I would take even when I'm pregnant and nursing. It's really, really wonderful. One of my favorites, and this is one we're using a lot these days, is Inner Defense. So this is a lot of different essential oils in a capsule. It's kind of like thieves and raindrop oils together in it. So it's great as an immune system boost. They're great if you've been out and about and something's going on and you think you might have it. We have a vitamin D supplement now that's new, which I love. They taste good. I take a couple a day. It's vitamin D deficiency, I guess, is really, really prevalent. And then as we age, we start to lose it too, and creates bone issues. So it's a good one to have. But another one of my favorites is Sleep Essence. I take this one. I'll probably take one here in a little bit. It helps me to get a good night's sleep. It's just lavender. Let me see what else is in it. Valerian, vetiver, tangerine, and a little bit of melatonin. So it's a really nice thing. And then another one of my favorites, I didn't bring it over here, but is the Life 9 probiotic. I'm really crazy about gut health because I tend to have a lot of digestive issues if I don't do a lot to support it. But it really, really helps keep your serotonin levels balanced. I think 90% of your serotonin is in your gut. So if you feed it good bacteria, you're going to feed the good guys and you're going to feel better. So mentally and physically. So as I've mentioned a lot throughout this evening, that we do have a lifestyle. We are a lifestyle company. We have products that enhance everyday life, and it really helps us to eliminate chemicals and toxins in our home. Many chemicals are introduced into our bodies in the form of our personal care products. Shampoos, soaps, toothpaste, makeup, and skincare products. The personal care industry uses over 80,000 chemicals, and only a quarter of them have been identified, researched, and tested even to the slightest degree. So we are kind of lab rats. I'm really, really passionate about that statistic. We have a whole line of skincare products. So your skin is your largest organ. So everything you put on it is going into your bloodstream and rather rapidly. So, you know, if you just think about your skincare routine, how many chemicals you could be introducing into your body just before you get out the door. So the Young Living has a whole line of skin and beauty products. There's so many different kinds, you know, depending on your preference. The Art line is one of my favorites. I love the Gentle Cleanser. The Bloom line is a new one. It just came out recently. I love this brightening essence. It's kind of like a toner. It's, you know, just light. I like things that make me feel light and clean, so these are nice for that. We also have wrinkle creams and exfoliants and even a whole makeup line. That's huge. I don't wear makeup a lot, but I'm really pleased with it. It feels, you know, nice and clean and, you know, does the job and looks kind of natural too, so I like it. We have bath and body type stuff, like I mentioned, shampoos, soaps, lotions, for kids even, Kid Scents. They smell wonderful. The Seedlings line is just beautiful. I'm sorry, I've been talking a lot. I need to get another drink. So another one of our favorites is the Coolazul Pain Relief Cream. This is a FDA approved pain reliever, and it really works really quickly. And like all the other Young Living products, a little bit goes a long way. I've had this bottle a long time, just need a little spot of it and rub it on. If you guys were here, I'd share it with you so you could put it on your aches and pains. And we have, you know, like I mentioned, kids and animals, sunscreens. It's all great. I'm glad to have all that stuff. Another thing that's relatively new to Young Living that I'm going to touch on is the Nature's Ultra CBD. So I am going to be honest with you. I was really quite skeptical about CBD. I was really turned off by it when I moved to Florida, and there are people standing with signs on the side of the road like, we have CBD and it's the best. And I just didn't pay much attention to it. And then I started seeing the Young Living stuff, and it kind of turned my head, and I needed to look. So this really is the purest CBD, and it's absolutely 100% THC free. So the CBD is produced from hemp plants that are grown using the Young Living standards in Colorado. So I've seen images from people in Young Living that live in Colorado who've been to the farm. So it has essential oils in it, which actually increases its potency to get the desired effect. So I am really pleased with this muscle rub. I have it, I just use a little bit, but I tend to get a lot of tension in my neck and a lot of spots. And it takes a lot usually for me to get it to kind of chill out when it starts, but this actually works really nicely. And also right here I have the CBD Calm. So this is another nice thing just to help relax the body or the mind. I use it at night a lot on my jaws. So those are different things, and they have the muscle rub, the stuff you put in your mouth, the dropper, and then some for pets as well. So as a Young Living member, you do get the discount on the CBD as well. So I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. And as you can see, Young Living really is a lifestyle company, and we do strive again, once, like I've said, to get the chemicals out of our homes and replace them with therapeutic grade essential oils. Nothing we have is sold in a store. And as you know, essential oils are really mainstream these days, $3 at the Target bin, but they're really not the same quality as Young Living. And I know that you guys use essential oils, so you know how to get hooked up with them, but I'm going to go ahead and share that share the ways that it works. So there's kind of a good, better, best scenario with purchasing your Young Living. So good is there in case you want to try one essential oil and you don't think you're going to order ever again. You can get your essential oils that way. But if you feel like you might use more than one product or come back, there's a better way to buy, and that's as a wholesale member. So as a wholesale member, it's a better option because you get the same products, but you get them for 24% off. So it's kind of like Costco or Sam's Club, except you don't have to pay that annual membership fee. Just to keep yourself locked in as a wholesale member, all you have to do is spend $50 per year, which I promise you will. You know, like a bottle of Thieves and some lavender, maybe some cough drops will do that once a year. So, and you get the member exclusive offers, and you're set up to share if you would ever want to. And then when you become a member, you get to choose from several awesome kits to get you started the right way into Young Living, and then save some money too. And then the best way to buy your products is as an Essential Rewards member. That's how I get my products with Young Living. I've been doing that for a long time. So how that works is you get the same 24% off your products, and then you start to earn points back on everything you order. So they start you back at 10% off, and then after 3 months you go to 20, and then eventually 25% back, which is where I'm at right now. And that's so nice to see that 25% come back every month, as I am, you know, buying things I use every day anyway. But then I use that to maybe buy like a big jug of Thieves cleaner. I do that, you know, once a year usually, and it lasts, and then, you know, other things. But also you get free gifts at 3, 6, 9, and 12 months, and then you get discounted. Actually, it's now free shipping for any order over 100 PV. So it's kind of like Costco meets Amazon meets your favorite cashback credit card. So, so I just wanted to share all this with you. If you found this helpful and you maybe know somebody that would benefit from hearing this information, please, you know, just add them to this event and then tag them in this video, and they can watch it, you know, at their, you know, on their own time. I'll be doing more of these, so it's out there for you. Anytime that you want to join or bring a friend or two, that's always welcome. So I'm glad you guys joined me this evening. It's nice to talk to you through the phone. I feel like that's how I'm talking to people all the time these days. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. You can also message me. I'm always around and happy to answer questions or, you know, help you out with things. So it was really good to see you, Kim and Donna, and I look forward to connecting with you later. And have a good night.